Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D Coin Channel. We have the 1984 Kennedy half dollar here for you. Both of these came from uncirculated mint sets. You see Kennedy facing to the left, Liberty above him, and his hair kind of sticks into the B, the E, and the R there. And down below his neck we see "We Trust." In front of him we see "In God." Down at the very bottom says 1984, and these are some of those old mint marks where they hit the coin so hard they dent the coin, and they actually come at different angles sometimes. So you see this D isn't straight up and down, and if we tip it just a little bit, you can see the dent in there where the punch hit it so hard it actually dented the D. Kind of a filled D there, and the D's from 1984, most of them look like that. There's a P over here, and you can see that one's not so defined either. So P for the Philadelphia Mint, D for the Denver Mint, and they also made these at the San Francisco Mint in a proof set. You could buy that proof set. There were 2.7 million of the San Francisco Mint proof sets made, about 300,000 prestige sets, and the prestige sets actually come with a Kennedy half and an Olympic dollar. They also made 1.8 million uncirculated mint sets. 1984 was the year they came back with the US mint sets. They skipped them in 1982 and they skipped them in 1983. And the US mint sets will have, from 1984, will have all the Denver mint coins, the nickel, dime, penny, quarter, and half, also a little token. And they'll have all the Philadelphia mint coins, again with a Philadelphia token with the P on it. So these mint sets, not too expensive. So if you want to get these coins in pretty good shape, look for the 1984 uncirculated mint sets. At the Philadelphia Mint, they made 26 million half-dollar coins. The half-dollar coins were all clad coins at the San Francisco, the Denver, and the Philadelphia Mint. You can see that copper on the inside, and you can see the copper nickel coating on the front and the back. In the back it says United States of America. We see across the center here there's a banner that the eagle's holding in its beak. It says E Pluribus Unum. There are 9 stars above the banner, 4 stars down here by the eagle's head for the original 13 colonies. And then around the outside we have 50 stars for the 50 states. United States of America at the top, half dollar at the bottom, an FG here for Frank Gasparro, the engraver of the coin, and also here there's a G and an R on the front, Gilroy Roberts, who was the engraver of the front of the coin. At Mint State 65 go for about $20, and there is a Mint State 67 Plus that's worth well over $1,000, and I want to show you that on the PCGS website. Here's a 1984 Kennedy half from PCGS, and you can see this is just a fantastic coin. It's a Mint State 67 Plus. You see 1984P, the Philadelphia version, regular strike coin, and you can just get amazing detail on here. You see the hair coming here on Kennedy's head, how it kind of tufts up and covers up the B, the E, and the R. Down here, just great definition for the year 1984. Then we get over to here, we see, again, incredible definition. These stars really are highly defined. You can see the olives in the olive sprig. You can see the arrows and the feathers on them. The FG for Frank Gasparro. This coin here has not been sold at an MS 67 Plus that we know of, at least not at auction, but it should be worth somewhere between $1,500 and $4,000. And you can see the auction record for Mint State 67 is $1,100. And if you want to find out how many 67 pluses they've ever graded, you just scroll down a little further and you go over to here and you can see there's the 67s there, and they found 31 of them. They're worth $475. But if you go over to the 67 pluses, you can see they've only graded 2 Philadelphia 67 pluses ever, and that makes them highly, highly valuable. And if you want to go to look at the Denver Mint, you just click on this button over here and you see we have the 1984 Denver here. You can tell this one's a different color, and they come out of the mint that way. Some of them have more patina to them than others. This is a Mint State 67. They've actually found Mint State 67 pluses at the Denver Mint, but PCGS doesn't have a photo of them. You can see that a Mint State 67 Plus sold for $3,760 in 2016. If we want to see how many of them there are, again, we just scroll down a little bit. We click on the side to get all the way over to the 67 pluses, and we see that they've only found one ever. Now PCGS values that Mint State 67 Plus at $4,650. So it's gone up in PCGS's estimation another $800 since 2016. All right, let's get back to our coins. Okay, so let's move on to the Denver Mint coin. At the Denver Mint in 1984, they made $26.3 million. A Mint State 65 is worth $24, and a Mint State 67 plus, as you saw, $4,650. So these, you can get some really valuable coins at the Philadelphia and the Denver Mint. At the San Francisco Mint, where they only made the proof coins, at a proof 70 deep cameo, you're talking about $50, and a proof 65 deep cameo, about $5. So some very, very expensive coins out there, but they found so many proof 70 deep cameos from the San Francisco Mint that the value is only $50 for the best one you can possibly get. They still make the half dollars, and here's a 2023 half dollar here from the Philadelphia Mint. You see that the P is quite different. There are some differences just in terms of styling, but they don't use the old small P anymore. They use a much bigger P from the Philadelphia Mint. And you can see that the way that the letters come across, slightly different letter casings. The ear is different. The face is a little tiny bit different, but still the same coin. And on the back, still the same back on the 2023 half dollar coins. If you want, from 1999 on, you could get the Kennedy halves in a silver version. And this is the silver coin from the Silver Mint set from the San Francisco Mint. So from 1999 on, you can get these S-Mint coins in a silver or a clad version, and you can see this is not only a silver coin, but this is a deep cameo and probably close to a proof 70 deep cameo, and that's why we still have it in the holder. All right, well, that's all we have today. Please subscribe to the Big D Coin channel and leave any comments you have in the comment section.